Let's now go to integumentary disorders. Let's discuss lesions or rashes. Health history. While much of assessing skin disorders is thought to be identification by recognition, good history taking, as in any other assessment, is crucial to the diagnosis. The immediate skin history cues the examiner to the contributing or precipitating features of a skin problem. Careful history alerts the potential for localized as well as general disease. Chief complaint and history of present illness. I've got spots and I'm itchy everywhere. LK is a 42-year-old man who presents with a 3-week history of erythematous papules and plaques of the lower anterior medial and lateral legs that have developed slowly and persisted. The condition worsened while using an over-the-counter niomycin antibiotic ointment. He has since discontinued use of the ointment and his legs have slightly improved. Mr. K has experienced recurrent similar episodes. He complains of moderate lower leg pruritus, slight tenderness, and straw-colored odorless drainage has developed over the past 5 days. The patient describes other scattered pruritic areas of the arms and back as severe. He denies chemical exposure at work or in or outside of his home. He has not traveled or been exposed to persons with similar problems. He denies changes in the appearance of hair or nails. Growth rashes and pruritus are common dermatologic chief complaints. Specific information and questions about lesions or rashes and pruritus regarding the history of present illness are given here. Lesions or rashes. Any growth should be evaluated for potential malignancy. Any complaint of a spot, especially in a new patient, requires a thorough history and risk factor evaluation. Histologic evaluation or biopsy may be performed whenever there is clinical suspicion of skin malignancy or neoplasm of underdetermined origin. Rashes are particularly puzzling and should be systematically evaluated. History of morphologic presentation or changes, as well as major constitutional symptoms of fever, chill, lethargy, and toxic appearance are important. Here we ask questions. For onset, was the onset sudden or gradual? Duration, how long has the lesion or rash been present? Quantity and location, does the patient have a single lesion or multiple lesions? Where is or are the lesions located? Rash or lesions confined to the genital area suggest a sexually transmitted disease. Herpes zoster is commonly confined to the thoracic, trigeminal, and lumbosacral areas. Impetigo is most often found on the face. Rosacea is usually confined to the middle third of the face. Next is quality. Describe the size, shape, elevation, and color of the lesion. Ask about exudate, crusting, and pain. Changes in quality since onset. Has the size, shape, elevation, location, or color changed since the onset? Varicella chickenpox begins in as red macules and quickly progresses to papules and vesicles to crusts. Varicella, rubella, German measles, and rubeola measles usually begin on the face and spread to the trunk and extremities. Next, associated symptoms. Ask about associated symptoms, including fever, pruritus, malaise, headache, chills, and anorexia. Fever, malaise, and anorexia are often seen in varicella. Patients with mumps often experience headache, anorexia, and fever. In addition to the rash, patients with rubeola often present with fever, cough, and fatigue. Precipitating factors. Has the patient experienced a previous malignancy? Has the patient experienced any recent injuries or trauma to the skin? Has the patient traveled recently or been exposed to chemicals? Chemical exposure may result in irritant contact dermatitis. Has the patient recently spent time outdoors or been exposed to poison oak or ivy? Is the patient taking any medications? An adverse reaction to a drug often manifests as a rash. Has the patient eaten any foods recently? Alleviating and aggravating factors. The, what alleviates and aggravates the symptom? Has the patient taken any medications? Has the patient applied any topical creams or gels? Have any other measures, such as applying heat or cold, have alleviated the symptoms? Thank you for your attention.